Welcome back to Fireplace Reviews with your host, Rupert. If you remember last week's episode, we reviewed the book Magic. Yes, it's quite a ginormous book, almost as big as my ego, but I did not really fancy it. I feel that a book called Magic should be a beginner's book, and this book, well, all the tricks in it I couldn't do on my own, so I don't recommend. And now, the beach. And now, back to the program. Now, on to tonight's review. Tonight's review is actually going to be something different. It's not going to be a book or even a character. It's not going to be about Julius Caesar or Ben-Hur or Cleopatra or even Napoleon Bonaparte. No, it's going to be a toy product. That's right, a Thomas the Tank Engine wooden railway item, to be specific, made by Mattel. Yes, you're probably wondering why on earth we're reviewing toy products on this show. Well, it turns out that nobody reads books anymore, and especially don't watch book reviews on television. No, I'm afraid people now watch toy product reviews on the World Wide Web. So tonight, my young protege, Robert, whom I'm grooming to follow in my footsteps, will be doing the toy review for us. He will not be working in this beautiful den, however. He has chosen to use a small, cramped basement room as his set for tonight's review and for, well, all his reviews, but that's his choice. Anyway, shall we go see the room? Come, let's go. Oh, here it is. Here's the room where Robert will be doing his reviews. I can't believe he works in here, so cramped and claustrophobic. God help him. Well, that's his choice. Well, I guess that's all for now from me. So this is Rupert saying goodbye. And good luck. Ta-ta. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In lava land where the runner dance as I wait for you. Hey, did you guys see that guy? He looked like John Barrymore. Yeah, he's my mentor. Yeah, his name's Rupert, so I'm his protege, and yeah, I'm pretty much taking over for him. So, yeah, let's get to it. So this time, I'm going to get right to reviewing the item. I'm not going to talk about some ignorant remarks made by some silly users, or, have a skit in the beginning, ignoring the 3.5-minute skit about fireplace reviews. Yeah, let's just pretend that didn't happen. But anyway, I'm going to get right to the item. That's right, I'm going to get right to it. We're going to review the worst of Thomas Wooden Railway. Well, you probably already know what it is from the title, but anyway, here it is, in the flesh. The 2013 Aquarium Cars. Oh! Whew! It was just the door slamming on its own. So anyway, many of you messaged me asking me what is this worst of the worst item, as though it was like a great mystery. I mean, if you saw my Troublesome Brake Van review, you would know that I only talked about 2 items that I didn't like. Wooden Railways made items like the Aquarium Cars, the Honey Cars, and besides like one season 12 episode, they're never seen. Also, why does it matter what the item is? It could be anything. I mean, you guys have to remember, it's my opinion. Like, you guys have to remember, like, my reviews are my thoughts, my opinions. So you guys don't have to believe me, whatever I say. take a critical approach. And if you don't agree with me, then don't agree with me. Think about it. If you disagree, then say so. Or make your own review stating otherwise. Saying, well, you know what, Robert, I think you're wrong. I like this item. Because if you guys take me too seriously, then, well, problems arise. You guys have to understand, I'm not that serious. Like, yeah, I don't like this item, but I'm not like, I hate you! It's just acting, guys. It's just make-believe. It's make-believe. It's all for fun. These are just my views. I just do this for fun, I act really happy, or I act really angry, or I act really sad. It's fun. And if you guys take me too seriously, well, I think you guys know what happens. Yeah, that happens. And it's like, why? And then you guys start insulting me, but it's like, if I'm the bad guy, look at what you're doing. Look in the mirror and realize who's at fault here. Because again, these are just my views. Don't take them so to heart. Like, did you guys actually believe that whole Rupert thing? Like, come on, guys. That was an act. That guy's not my mentor. He's just a struggling actor I know. He just wanted, to make his big break, right? So he asked if he could do a skit in the beginning of my new review, and I said, okay. So, I don't know. Maybe I should make myself more clear. Like, on the whole, view of new items that I have. Remember how I said I have a disdain for new items? Well, it doesn't mean that I hate new items. It means I simply don't think they're worthy of my approval. Like the Aquarium Cars, for example. I don't think it's worthy of me doing a review because, I've reviewed all the classic, well, at least most of the classic Thomas Wooden Railway items. And they're really high quality and really cool. So I feel like that if I start reviewing this new stuff, which isn't as good, then I'm sort of stepping down a level, I'm reviewing stuff that's not as good, so I have disdain for it, right? So, yeah, sometimes I might say things that, are brash or take along. Yeah, that plastic crap that replaced this? Yeah, like that. Like, you guys, again, like, please, don't take me this seriously. Don't take me as this, like, really, like, intense person that is so, obsessed with this stuff. It's just for fun, okay? Just for fun. So, let's actually get to reviewing the item, shall we? Well, I guess the real question is, what do I not like about this thing? Well, a lot of things I don't like. The first thing I can tell you I don't like is the price. $27.95? That means this costs as much as the Flying Scotsman. Yes, that's right. A 2-piece car set costs the same as a 3-piece engine. Talk about not bang for your buck. Now, to be fair, it probably does cost as much because, well, it does light up. Yeah, see? It lights up. Light up action. But every time you let go of the button, the light goes off. Why can't it just stay on? Why can't it just click into position? Although a better question is, why did I even buy this in the first place if I don't like it? Well, when I went to go buy the Flying Scotsman, this was next to it in the toy store. So I thought, well, why not, right? Yeah, so these are the Aquarium Cars, completely made of plastic. So this is like the light-up squid car, yeah. So you can see the little pink squid inside. Ooh, God, what kind of misery is this? Help me! Jeez. And then this is the light-up shark car, but, like, it's just weird. Like, first of all, they're crammed in there, but, like, it doesn't make any sense. How is this shark alive? If you know anything about sharks, you know that they breathe by, well, swimming through the water. The water goes through their gills, and that's how they breathe. But I can't see the water moving in this tank, so how is the shark able to breathe? He should be dead by now. This is inhumane! Why am I going into such great detail about toys made for 2-year-olds? Why? Because I'll tell you why. They're too complex. Seriously, these are aquarium cars. Fit with all this nonsense, like reef exhibit, little animals inside. Like, the lights, is this necessary? Like, look how simplistic the Troublesome Brake Van is. It's just a box car. It's just a regular van. That's it. It's got the face, and yeah, that's it. Tell me something. When in your life have you ever seen aquarium cars? Have you ever seen these in real life? I haven't. I sure of hell have seen this. I've seen a brake van or a box car before. It exists in real life. Now you're probably going to use the argument, Robert, that doesn't matter because it's based off a children's show. All the stuff in it isn't real. Okay, that might be true. But for one thing, the Aquarium Cars weren't even in the TV show. So, right there, they're just made up. But, I mean, all this stuff, all the characters, all the engines and all the, trucks and coaches in the TV show, they're all based off, well, real stuff. All the steam locomotives are based off actual steam locomotives with their actual classes. All the coaches are based off actual coaches, and so on and so forth. The Troublesome Brake Van was seen in the series many times. So, my real question is, why did they get rid of this? It exists in real railways and in the show. What was wrong with this? Nothing. In fact, it was cool. When I was a kid, I thought this was like a one-off thing. Because I'm like, there's no way that a company would make something this simple. But they did. And it was cool. It works. Like, what is this supposed to be? Yeah, it's supposed to be an aquarium car, but I've never seen one. So I'm just supposed to I'm just supposed to believe that? I'm just supposed to make up the idea that this actually exists? That they have aquarium cars? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real reason why I hate these things so much. If you give a kid this, what are you telling the kid? You're telling the kid, Billy, this is an aquarium car, okay? That is its purpose. We're going to give you the aquarium car, and you're going to play with it knowing that it's an aquarium car. It's an aquarium car. That's its purpose, and you're going to play knowing this. And you're going to play with it like it's an aquarium car. You're going to have Thomas take it to the aquarium or wherever, and that's it. Well, what kind of toy is that? Where the toy tells the kid how to play instead of the kid telling the toy how to play. That just takes all the fun away. That just takes all the imagination of play, child play, out of it. Gone. Like, this Troublesome Brake Van could be anything. Anything my imagination makes it. It could be a brake van or a boxcar. It could be filled with fruit or dynamite or you know what? Yeah, it could be filled with sharks. Yeah, it's an aquarium car. You know what? My imagination says this thing is an aquarium car, okay? Yeah. So already, not only has this thing already matched the purpose of this, but it's gone beyond. Because it can be an aquarium car one day, and then the next day it can be whatever I make it. Because it just barely makes up what it represents. And that is why this is good and this is not. I might be looking way too far into this. But is there something wrong with being concerned about how a company markets its toys? Like, is it so wrong to be concerned about the imagination of kids? To what kids are subjected to? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with complex toys or anything like that. But these toys are meant to be simple. They're meant to, again, just barely make out what they represent. And when you take away the whole imagination of it, like it's like a kid that finds a stick, and they take that stick and they make it into a sword or a lightsaber or a gun or I don't know, anything. They take it and they make it into whatever they want. Now obviously, again, I'm comparing a stick to a Troublesome Brake Van. That's silly. But it's the idea of the simplicity of it. It's a simple thing. So when you have something that's simple, just a boxcar, make it simple. Don't overdo it. So yeah, that is why I don't like the aquarium cars. Am I going to throw them out or junk them? No, I think they're kind of cool, but I just wouldn't see myself as a kid playing with these, Yeah, come on, Thomas, let's take the shark and squid to the aquarium. Is that it? I don't know how many times as a kid I must have conjured up, all kinds of things that could have been inside here. Whatever my mind could think up. Well, is that gone nowadays? I don't know. But simple toys make better play, in my opinion. And again, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. That's my view. And also, don't take me too seriously. I'm not going to start a war over this stuff. I just think, you know what? This is what toys should be. Simplicity. So now this review is done and out of the way, I'm going to be going back and doing my old style reviews. Well, not my older ones, but, you know, like my James review, right? You know, where it's like I got the layout table, you know, that's like the roundhouse of the station, you know, and I got the music playing, the wooden review. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to be including. Okay, you can stop now. I said stop. Shut up. Shut up! Thank you. Anyway, yes, I'm going to be going back to doing those kind of reviews, and yeah, the first one's going to be a destination, and the one after that, well, that's going to be a surprise. Yeah, so the next review of the destination is going to probably come out around November, and hopefully it's not going to be 2 months again, like my Flying Scotsman review, which came out in, like, what, August, right? You know, a little while ago, and that was unfortunate because I had some problems with my editing program, but, you know, that's all been fixed now, and I'm now in film school again, so, you know, I'm going to try my best to work on it during my, you know, schedule, and hopefully the stuff I learned at film school goes towards the reviews, so, you know, maybe I'll be using better cameras, you know, like actors. I mean, the possibilities are endless, really, so, yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad I got over this hump, this worst of the worst review, but now that's over, I can focus on new things, and yeah, it's good to be back in the swing. So, well, there's not much else to say now, except this is Wooden Rare Reviews saying goodbye, and as always, thank you for watching. Ugh.